Altruism and prosocial behavior is the unseen force that weaves humanity together, driving us to act selflessly for the greater good. It's a phenomenon that plays out in our daily lives, from holding the door open for a stranger to donating to charity, revealing the complex interplay between our inner motivations and outer actions. As we delve into the psychology of altruism, get ready to uncover the surprising truths behind why we help others and how this profound aspect of human nature can transform ourselves and the world around us. As we explore the intricacies of altruism and prosocial behavior, it's essential to understand the underlying psychological theories that drive these selfless actions. One major framework is the empathy altruism hypothesis, proposed by psychologist Daniel Batson, which suggests that when we empathize with someone in need, it evokes feelings of compassion and concern for their well-being, motivating us to act altruistically. This theory highlights the critical role of empathy in prosocial behavior, emphasizing that our ability to imagine ourselves in others' shoes is a powerful catalyst for kindness. Another significant contributor to our understanding of altruism is psychologist Robert Cialdini, who identified 6 universal principles of influence, including reciprocity, commitment, and social proof. These principles often underlie our decisions to engage in prosocial behavior, as we tend to reciprocate favors, honor our commitments, and conform to social norms that promote helping others. For instance, when we witness others donating to charity, it can create a sense of social proof, encouraging us to do the same. The evolution of our understanding of altruism has been marked by significant research findings, such as the famous dictator game experiment conducted by economists Ernst Fehr and Urs Fischbacher. In this study, participants were given a sum of money and asked to divide it between themselves and an anonymous recipient. The surprising result was that many people chose to allocate a substantial portion of the money to the stranger, even though they would never meet or benefit directly from their generosity. This experiment challenged the traditional economic assumption of self-interest, revealing that humans are capable of genuine altruism, even in situations where there's no apparent personal gain. A notable controversy in the field surrounds the concept of warm glow giving, which suggests that our charitable actions may be motivated more by the feel-good emotions we experience than a genuine desire to help others. Some researchers argue that this phenomenon undermines the authenticity of altruism, implying that our prosocial behavior is ultimately self-serving. However, others counter that even if our actions are driven by positive emotions, the outcome, helping those in need, remains a valuable and important aspect of human behavior. In everyday life, understanding altruism and prosocial behavior can have a profound impact on our relationships and communities. For example, when we engage in volunteer work or help a friend in need, it not only benefits the recipient, but also strengthens our social bonds and fosters a sense of belonging. This, in turn, can lead to increased empathy, cooperation, and overall well-being. As my colleagues in the field often note, incorporating prosocial activities into our daily routines can be a powerful way to cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Research in neuroscience has made significant strides in identifying the brain regions and mechanisms involved in altruistic decision-making. For instance, studies using functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, have shown that activities like charitable giving activate areas of the brain associated with reward processing, such as the ventral striatum and the medial prefrontal cortex. This suggests that our brains are wired to respond positively to prosocial behavior, releasing feel-good chemicals like dopamine and endorphins when we engage in acts of kindness. One notable example of this is the work of neuroscientist Jordan Grafman, who used fMRI to study the neural basis of altruistic decision-making. His research found that when individuals made charitable donations, their brains showed increased activity in areas related to social cognition, empathy, and reward processing. This study highlights the intricate relationship between our brain's social and emotional systems, demonstrating how our capacity for empathy and understanding can drive our willingness to help others. Another crucial aspect of altruism and prosocial behavior is its development across the lifespan. Research in developmental psychology has shown that children as young as 2 years old exhibit prosocial behaviors like sharing and helping, suggesting that these tendencies are innate and present from an early age. As we grow and develop, our social environments and cultural norms play a significant role in shaping our altruistic inclinations. For example, children who are raised in families that value volunteering and community service are more likely to engage in prosocial behavior themselves. The concept of moral elevation is also worth exploring in this context. Coined by psychologist Jonathan Haidt, moral elevation refers to the feeling of inspiration and uplift we experience when we witness acts of kindness or altruism. By incorporating stories of moral elevation into our daily lives, whether through media or personal interactions, we can foster a sense of community and encourage others to engage in altruistic behaviors. In therapeutic settings, understanding altruism and prosocial behavior can inform interventions aimed at promoting positive social change. For instance, programs that focus on empathy building and perspective taking have been shown to increase prosocial behavior and reduce aggression in both children and adults. By incorporating these principles into our personal and professional lives, we can create a ripple effect of kindness that resonates throughout our communities. Consider the example of a community-based initiative that brings together individuals from diverse backgrounds to work on a shared project, such as a local park cleanup or food drive. As participants collaborate towards a common goal, they begin to form connections and develop empathy for one another. This collective effort can lead to increased feelings of social cohesion and cooperation, ultimately fostering a stronger sense of community and encouraging further prosocial behavior. As we delve deeper into the complexities of altruism and prosocial behavior, it's essential to explore the role of cultural and societal factors in shaping our altruistic tendencies. Research has shown that cultural norms and values can significantly influence our willingness to engage in prosocial behavior. For instance, collectivist cultures, which emphasize the importance of group harmony and interdependence, tend to foster higher levels of altruism compared to individualist cultures, which prioritize personal goals and autonomy. One notable example of this is the concept of Ubuntu in African cultures, which roughly translates to humanity towards others. This philosophy emphasizes the interconnectedness of individuals and communities, promoting a sense of responsibility and obligation to help others. In societies where Ubuntu is deeply ingrained, altruistic behavior is often seen as a fundamental aspect of community life rather than an exceptional act. The work of psychologist Shelley Taylor also sheds light on the importance of cultural factors in shaping our prosocial behavior. Her research on tend and befriend theory suggests that women, in particular, are more likely to engage in altruistic behavior due to their socialization to prioritize nurturing and caregiving roles. This highlights the significance of societal expectations and gender norms in influencing our willingness to help others. Furthermore, the impact of technology on altruism and prosocial behavior is an area worthy of exploration. The rise of online platforms and social media has created new opportunities for prosocial behavior, such as crowdfunding, online volunteering, and virtual activism. However, it also raises important questions about the nature of altruism in the digital age. For instance, does clicking a like button or sharing a post on social media constitute a genuine act of altruism, or is it merely a form of slacktivism? The work of psychologist Dan Ariely provides valuable insights into this question. His research on online prosocial behavior suggests that people are more likely to engage in altruistic actions online when they feel a sense of anonymity and can maintain a level of detachment from the recipient of their help. This challenges traditional notions of altruism, which often emphasize the importance of personal connection and empathy. In addition, the concept of effective altruism has gained significant attention in recent years. This movement, led by philosophers like Peter Singer and William MacAskill, emphasizes the use of reason and evidence to maximize the positive impact of our altruistic actions. Effective altruists argue that we should prioritize causes and interventions based on their potential to produce the greatest good, rather than simply following our emotional instincts or personal preferences. This approach has led to the development of innovative initiatives, such as GiveWell, a nonprofit organization that evaluates and recommends effective charities based on rigorous research and analysis. By applying a more rational and scientific approach to altruism, we can potentially increase the effectiveness of our prosocial behavior and create a greater positive impact in the world. The intersection of altruism and prosocial behavior with other fields, such as economics and neuroscience, also offers fertile ground for exploration. For example, research on neuroeconomics has shown that our brains respond to altruistic actions by releasing reward chemicals, such as dopamine, which can motivate us to engage in further prosocial behavior. This challenges traditional economic theories, which often assume that human behavior is driven solely by self-interest. In conclusion, our exploration of altruism and prosocial behavior has revealed the complex and multifaceted nature of human kindness. Ultimately, the question remains, can we harness the power of altruism to create a more compassionate and equitable world, or will our self-interests continue to dominate? As you ponder this question, consider the profound impact that small acts of kindness can have on those around you, and the ripple effect that can spread far beyond your immediate circle. That's all for today's Psych with Sigmund. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.